Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the sport of the new millennium? Welcome. Welcome to the worldwide leaders in natural bodybuilding and fitness, the ABA, Inba, PNBA.
Ladies up here because they're going to demonstrate to us. They're posing on stage so you guys can get in a little bit of an idea of what you'll be doing tomorrow. So pro figure, how are you doing, Mina? Pro figure, pro bikini? Nice to meet you. Pro bikini. Yes.
They can introduce themselves if you want real quick.
Amy Laney. Pro figure.
Where?
Elisa
Where?
Maho, pro bikini. Jasmine, pro bikini.
Fran, pro figure.
Elena Renteria, pro figure. And Olympia champion.
Yes.
All right, ladies, so I'm gonna I'm gonna have you start over here as if we were. So for now, ladies, we're just gonna demonstrate what it would look like on stage. So everybody off the stage.
Now, Vicky, she came onto the scene just a couple years ago. She'll tell you a little bit about herself in her own words, but she's a huge inspiration to our ladies. Everybody gather around on this side so you can see the screens. Come on, move on a little bit to this side. And I'm just going to turn it over to Vicki Frankovich. And Vicki, tell us all about you, girl.
Thank you, Diana. Ladies, congratulations on being here at INBA's first all-women's symposium.
Yay!
And I have to say, I've been affiliated with INBA since 2011, and they just keep getting better. And their dedication to the athlete, I mean, where else would you get this sort of training? I can see the response. I'm talking to a few of you. It's like the type of exposure to get up here and actually walk on the stage that you're going to be on competing and understanding what the judges will be looking for. It just doesn't get much better than that. I'm sorry I missed Alondra's presentation, but our flights got mixed up, but anyway, we're here. 2011, I was in my first bodybuilding competition. It changed my life. I was over-medicated. I was depressed. I had a lot of responsibilities. I had a bleeding ulcer and basically was on a cycle towards more and more medication and more depression. And I met a gentleman who ended up being my trainer, and now it's like my brother and friend. And he said, "Why don't you compete?" And I'm like, "Compete with what?"
We put together our product line. It's in Whole Foods. It's all organic. It's all raw. It's all vegan. And because I wanted to create a product line that could help support this industry. And then I convinced Elisa last year that she should, I've tied all these doctors that, I was researching the medical question that's, I'm related like somewhere else's doctor, so I'm not hating on it too much. But the average age of MDs was 55, and the average age of Americans was 75. And this is by a Nobel Prize nominated Dr. Wallace did the study. And that kind of gave me a little bit of concern. So most of the people in this room will probably live to 75. So it's amazing how healthy you can get from just taking care of your body naturally.
And just to give you guys a little bit of a background, I am an Oriental medical doctor, so I do acupuncture and Chinese herbs, and I'm very much into nutrition and wellness is all. That's kind of my beginning into the health and fitness was more along the lines of wellness because I was always sick as a child and I was always looking for ways to get healthy. So David and myself are actually both raw vegan, so we don't eat meat. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing or not, but some people want options. Some people have allergies. I'm concerned, and David's concerned both, and I see a lot of patients who are allergic to foods, especially genetically modified foods and foods that aren't organic. It's, you know, and most people are aware now that our soil has been very depleted, so a lot of our foods now are not as healthy as they were 50 years ago because of the depletion of the soil. Plus, we have the pesticides and all the chemicals and everything that's laden in the food. So we kind of went the ultra clean route, and we really are very clean eaters.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me here and for Rain Cosmetics. Rain Cosmetics, I don't know if you're all familiar with it, but we are a cosmetics line based here in Las Vegas. We've been around since 2010. We launched the brand, and we really pride ourselves on being really lightweight, long-wearing products. We worked with a ton of different shows here on the Strip, as well as shows that come in and do their events here. We started with the Miss USA pageant, Miss Universe organization about 3 years ago, and have really through that program learned, really tested our products on wearability. They get ready, same thing here. They're ready at 8 a.m. and their show doesn't start until 6 p.m. And their makeup lasts and looks fantastic on stage. All our products that we use are great for, like I said, performance, very durable, very long wearing, and they also photograph beautifully. So you'll look great on stage, but also the photos that you capture, still photos, photography will look amazing as well. You know, that's very important. You take that home with you, look back on this experience and just see all your hard work. It's a full, complete look. Our artists and both our hair and our makeup artists, we do a lot in the fitness world. We've done many competitions like this. We've also worked with Muscle and Fitness, hers quite a bit recently. We did their cover and quite a few of their fitness stories inside. But yeah, our work did make the cover. The makeup artists and hairstylists from those features will be here doing the makeup in the morning. Also with Flex Magazine, we've done some work with them as well. We did their bikini fitness model competition that they ran this last year and worked with all of those women. So we have a lot of experience working in the fitness industry as well with women of all ages, skin types, skin tones. We really have products for everyone.
Again, I'm Jay Rakowski with Martini Spray Tan. I've been spray tanning for approximately 9 years, competition spray tanning for approximately 5 years. Competition spray tanning, for those of you who have never competed before, it's not a regular spray tan. You definitely need to get very dark. You will see the examples in my packets of the color to basically so you're not washed out on stage. So the first thing in selecting a spray tanning company to do your competition spray tanning is going to be somebody who has experience. Do they have before and after photos? How many shows have they tanned for? Are they going to be on site for you? Are they going to provide touch-ups, body glazing, bikini bite service? How many applications do you need? What division are you competing in? Are you competing in bikini? Are you competing in figure, bodybuilding, women's physique? These are all the different questions that I myself, as a owner of Martini Spray Tan, ask a competitor, so I know how many applications I need to spray on you prior to you getting on stage. Different venues have different sorts of lighting, so we definitely don't want to get bikini competitors, for instance, too dark if the lighting is not going to be intense on stage. Then you're at larger venues where the lighting is very intense, so we want to make sure we're getting everybody to the stage of color that the judges are looking for. Typically your sponsor tanner is setting the color for stage. We do the majority of the competitors, so you just want to make sure that whoever you are selecting to tan you, whether it's a sponsor tanner or someone who is not a sponsor tanner, they're experienced in doing the competition tanning. They're using products that are made specifically for competition tanning, whether it's liquid sun rays, which is what I spray, Jantana, Pro Tan. I believe Dream Tan has come up with a solution that's sprayable now. It's not topical and just applied by patting.
Jim or Colleen, I'll let you take it away. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. First of all, I wanted to say, one thing Jay did mention, the feeling of her liquid sun rays tan is amazing compared to a lot of the other tans that the other options that are out there. So I've had quite a few different types, and Jay and her crew do a great job of it. The sun rays is an awesome product, so you're really fortunate that Diana and Denny have them sponsor these shows. Is anyone here, is this the first INBA competition, PNBA, first time competing with this group? Great, well, welcome. Glad to have you. I think you'll notice throughout the weekend, you may not have other federations to compare it to, but as you continue to compete, this is very different from a lot of the other federations. It's so athlete focused, and the other folks who have competed before will agree with me that that's one thing that I love about this federation is there's very serious competitors, both the men and the women, but it's all just this huge supportive network. And no one is too inexperienced, no one is too good, no one is, they shouldn't be on stage. You never hear or feel anything like that here. And I want to really take a moment to thank Denny and Diana for creating that environment for many of us. Thank you. That is the single greatest difference between this group and all the other wonderful federations that are out there. The other thing is, I will tell you, I don't think you'll see anything like this, like what they're doing here today. This is amazing. The Natural Olympia is a very big event, so they have a lot of things the day before. But just the information, as many times as a lot of us have competed, I'm just learning wonderful things today. And the quality of the people coming in here are amazing. I mean, if you basically had a free posing seminar with one of the best posing coaches there is. This morning, that stretch, how great was that, you know? Kudos to the ladies in heels and dresses who did that. I mean, that's just, you know, we're here to have fun, and that you'll see that all weekend long. So what I want to start out by doing is recognizing everyone for being here. You're already winners, just for being at this point here today. Amazing. I understand firsthand the months of dedication and work. You don't just decide last week that you're going to do a show, right? So you've made this your life, your family's life. You've adjusted your work schedules. You've done a lot. My hands off to you for getting to this point. So I know I feel like I'm a winner, but tomorrow doesn't really matter as much. I always have my own personal, goal I'm trying to meet. I'm always trying to be better. The best part of tomorrow to me is talking backstage with the other athletes and really just kind of rallying around each other, getting to know each other a little bit better, spending a little time together. And then what happens afterwards, I totally encourage people to use Facebook and other things to keep in touch with everyone. It's really amazing, the friendships and information you can share with each other.